Friends, we told you in our previous presentation that if you want to know about death, then first you have to live life well. So the question becomes, what does knowing about death have to do with living well? We are going to give you the answer to this question in this presentation. Friends, death is the baseline of life. If you do not understand death, you will never be able to know or handle life, because life and death are like breathing and exhaling. They live side by side. The spiritual process begins when you are faced with death, whether it is your own or that of a loved one without whom you feel you cannot survive. When death is nearing or has already come, the question that comes to most people's mind is, what is all this? What will happen after this? Till the time the experience of life feels too real, you cannot believe that it is all going to end like this. But, when death comes near, then the mind starts thinking that something else is yet to come, something else should happen. Whatever the mind may think, it does not know anything accurately because the mind thinks only on the basis of the information it has gathered. The mind has no pull for death because it has no true information about death, only hearsay, gossip. You have heard all these gossips that after death you will go and sit in the lap of God. If so, then you should die today itself. If you are going to get such a privilege, then I do not understand why you are avoiding it. You have also heard gossip about heaven and hell. I have heard gossips about angels and whoever else they are. But, you don't have any concrete information. Don't waste your time thinking about what happens after death because that is not the domain of your mind. There is only one way to know it, and that is pragya, as we call it in Indian languages. In English we would call it awareness. But, please don't take this word in its common sense. If you are aware, you can know things without thinking about them, and without being aware of them. If you look closely at the life around you, there are many things that every living being knows without even thinking about them. In fact, you wouldn't even know how to breathe if you had to think about them. It just happens. It is not your intelligence, it is the intelligence of the Creator. If you were given a complex machine like your body to run, a big disaster would arise. Many things happen without your help, understanding, and thinking. Wisdom is beyond even thoughts. Wisdom is that which is the source of creation. If you can access that, you can cross the boundary that we think is between life and death. In fact, there is no boundary, you are living and dying right now. At the societal level, in people's limited experiences and their limited understanding, someone may be here today and gone tomorrow. But in terms of life, in terms of the process of existence, there is nothing like living and dying. It is just a play, a drama, a game. A divine game. When we say that all this is a divine play, it does not mean that divinity is some evil force that takes pleasure in hurting others and is enjoying playing with your life. We call it sport because everything is intertwined with each other. From the point of view of existence, you cannot differentiate between childhood, youth, maturity, and old age. All these are related to each other. What you call an individual and what you call the universe cannot be separated from each other. What you call atomic and what you call cosmic cannot be separated from each other. In that sense, it is all a game. Death and all that is beyond it is not some secret hidden somewhere in heaven or hell, it is here, it is now. But when you draw a line between one thing and the other, then there will be no play. When you are sitting here, the breath is playing between you and the tree. You cannot separate him in the sense that, I am breathing, let him breathe. In many homes this happens, I am doing my work, you do yours. The moment you try to stop the game, life will slip out of your hands. Friends, how did you like this presentation? Please express your views in the comment box. If you liked the video, then like the video and share it with your friends and relatives. Do subscribe the channel, we will keep bringing such Vedanta in front of you. Till then Om Tat Satya.